Ladies and gentlemen, it says we're live, so we must be live. This is Tim Dow for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'm here again in Little Germany on a Friday. I wanted to go out and about and interview people today, but I was so late leaving the house, I wouldn't have had time to go and find a parking spot and set up my kit. So I thought, why not just nip down on a Friday, go and see Kirsten and Axel in Little Germany. I'm not being paid to say this. I love this place. Shall I interview you?
No.
You don't want to be on it?
No.
Okay. Kirsten's having a little rest, and she doesn't want to be interviewed. I'll get her one of these days. So good evening, everybody. What I could do is nip down and interview these young ladies, but I could do that, couldn't I, really? Stand on the street here with people going past. In the meantime, I'll just talk to you guys. What's the sound like? I think I've solved the sound problem because last time I was using the wireless microphones, I had the camera set at the wrong gain level because this thing puts out a line level signal, which is a very strong signal, and I was way over the top. In fact, it's only because I have a limiter switched on that you got the clicking, the cracking noise. So it should be good. In fact, it might be a little low because sometimes people take this and shout straight into it, which I don't want to do. Cool dude. I've got two mics on just in case somebody comes by, and we'll see what you guys are saying. So, Jack Bell, evening Tim. Yvonne Brown, evening. Jeff Daniels on. Eugene McGeever. Oh, Tim, would that be in a bar? Lol. Yes, it is a bar, yeah. Good evening, Tim. Can we all hit the thumbs up on our way in? Thank you so much. Happy Friday, Tim. Good Friday, says Jeff. Distraction UK. Charlie, good evening. Anthony, Julie, Jeff. Anne-Marie's on. Craig. Let's see if I got one done. Mattman, good evening, Mattman. Craig, you're blurry, Tim. I'm blurry, you're right. What I did is I manually focused the other day and then forgot to bring it back. Sorry about that, ladles and jelly spoons. Is that better? What about the colour? Is it okay? I'm not too dark? Go a bit lighter? We'll see. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello. Hola kita. Hola kita, Tim. Hola kita. So, what am I doing today? I am in Little Germany having a beer and some olives. Christina is in a chair today, so she's not in the electric chair. So I've got to get back pretty sharpish. I've done the pizza dough, and I'm going to make a homemade pizza today. Everybody's saying, yay, until I tell you what I'm going to put on it. Anchovies and pineapple. You want to see Kirsten's face now? Until you've had it, don't knock it. It might sound terrible, but it is actually fantastic. Because you got the salt of the anchovy and the sweetness of the pineapple. You got the mozzarella cheese, you got garlic, you've got the crumbled cheese on top on a fresh pizza base. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. So those of you just joining us, where are we? We're in Little Germany in Callao, Salvaje. It's on the row of fine schmecker restaurants, as they say. The two behind me, which are being rebuilt into one, I found out the other day is going to be a gourmet restaurant of international renowned, or at least international dishes, and they're going to do everything, wine bar, so it's not going to be a karaoke sports bar. But I tell you what, if they spent a load of money on this and they're only getting 3 people a night at expensive steaks and bottles of wine, they might turn it into a karaoke bar and a sports bar very quickly. You never know, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Steak 21 seems to be doing quite well. Little Germany does quite well. Who else have we got in town that's Edel? Nebula, maybe? Nebula's got a good reputation, I think. And that place up in behind the Mind Hotel, the Terrassa, they've got a good reputation as well. It depends who you ask with Nebula, though. Eduardo, if you're watching, keep up the good work. Whoop. Alan Fraser, thank you so much. I shall drink that immediately. Can you smoke on the deck now? Can you smoke on the terrace now? Yeah? They've started smoking on the terrace again. I thought they would have stopped that altogether. Yeah.
Ist erlaubt, aber manche Bars wollen das nicht.
Okay. So some bars apparently don't want to restart. So it's up to each bar whether they decide to have a smoking or a non-smoking terrace. Depends obviously on the clientele as well. I mean, if you get all non-smokers, and I hate that word non-smoker because I'm also a non-injector. You know, what's it to you what drugs I don't take? You're either a smoker or a drug addict or both. And if you don't do it, then you're normal in my book. So a non-smoker doesn't exist. But for sake of argument, non-smoker, if we're all non-smokers and one person says, do you mind if I smoke? And you say yes, they go, I was the same. I'm not having a go at you. I was the same until the year 2000. The year 2000. So thumbs up if you're a smoker. And let me know in the comments when you gave up and how you did it. That'd be good. We'll all find that out. It looks a bit cloudy. It's very warm today and muggy. The sun has been in and out all day. I was up at 6 this morning to go to the ITV to get my car done. ITV is like the MOT here. And because I had it registered as a business car, I had to have it done every year now, because the older it gets, the more you have to do it. And next year I'd have to do it every half year, because I use it for business, which I don't anymore, obviously I've retired. So every time I go there and have it done, and they say, oh, you got a business one here, do you still use it for business? So they know, oh, you just got to change it to Turismo, and then you don't have to do it. You'd only have to get your MOT every 2 years then. And so I say, oh, I'll do it now then. So no, you got to do it next year before, and I always forget. And this year I didn't forget. So I got there at 7 o'clock. I went in the office. I says, cambia a Turismo, por favor, y una ETUV inmediatamente. And they said $60 or whatever it was. And that was the job was a good one. So they changed it to Turismo class, which is MOT every 2 years at my age. No, not my age, but the car's age, you know. It's a 2014 Peugeot something or other partner. There you go. So, you got any questions for me? Talking about jobs. Oh, jabs, getting our COVID booster in a couple of weeks, says Jack Bell. Cool dude. Orcus whaling, looks a bit cloudy, we did that one. Tried breakfast in Nebula this morning. It was fantastico, says Lee. Cool dude. The English breakfast they do there is just big enough. You know, I mean, I could have done with an extra sausage maybe, or an extra egg. But it was big enough. For €4, it's not bad at all. And it's quite interesting there. The only reason I'm allowed to go there is because Christina likes the pancakes. So if I get her pancakes with fruit and cream, I can have as many sausages as I like. I didn't like the eggs Benedict because the sauce, the hollandaise sauce, is out of a Tetra Pak, and I would expect if they're doing eggs Benedict that they do a hollandaise sauce fresh, but you could taste it was out of a Tetra Pak, and I asked, and the waitress said yes it is, which is nice for telling me, but they should have told me before I ordered it. Okay, love pepperoni and pineapple pizza. Anchovies are wonderful. May have to put them together. Anchovies and pineapple, I'm telling you. You put the anchovies, you got one at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 and 9, and then 4 in between. So you got 12 little anchovies, maybe a little ball in the middle. And then 2 sort of, well, you cut your pineapple rings, which I usually get in a can. I cut the pineapple rings in 8 and dot them top and bottom. So above the 12 to the middle to 6. So you basically got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 16, I think, of the pineapple chunks, and then mozzarella in between, a little bit of thinly sliced garlic over, and then put I put the buffalo mozzarella in between, you know, the white one, and then I put a handful of grated mozzarella on top, and then stick it in a hot oven, or maybe a grill sometimes, and wait until the edge is just turning, just smoking, and bring it out, let it cool so it heats up on a cooling rack, serve it, job's a good one. How do you get on the ITV? Yes. Well, the BBC wouldn't have me, put it that way. It's the weekend now. Happy Friday, Tim. I'm going backwards. Pineapple on pizza. Simon, okay. So we got the blurry thing out of the way. We've done that. Talking about COVID. Steve gave up 7 stone ago. Yeah, taking jumps. Was it? Just vape now. Okay. Gave up 7 stone ago. Ah, I see what you mean. Exactly. I put on a lot of weight after I gave up, but that's because the food started tasting good again. Oh, if you don't like olives, look away. They're lovely. Kirsten takes these, puts them in a little bit of oil, some garlic, some peppers, a little bit of salt and pepper. Very good. And a beer. So guys next door are playing. It's very quiet tonight. Am I early or something? There's actually nobody, and there was 3 or 4 parking places that we could get on the way down, so could have brought the car. There's going to be one here now. Hope you're okay. Evening, Mr. Butler. Hi, Tim. What's that? They're thinking of doing the UK MOT over 2 years. We shall see. I don't know what the MOT is in Britain now. Is it every 4 years or something? But what happens is here, you decide whether it's a business car or a touristy car, I think. And then I think when you buy it, your first 4 years you don't need MOT. So it's after 4 years you need your first MOT, and then it's every 4 years. Then it's 4 years after that, and then it's 2 years, and then if it's business, it's 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, and then 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, and then you even go to a quarter year. It's getting old. So if it's getting really old, you've got a quarter of a year. So Edward's on. Good afternoon, Marialty. I like green. Don't do black olives. You know, black olives with the stone. Dried. There's a type of olive, and I can't pronounce it correctly, but I think it's called flacon greco. It's the Greek dried olive, and it's not dried actually. It's sort of not in oil. You know, they're oiled in their own oil, but they're not kept in oil. It's in a sealed plastic bag that I get them from Ditman flacon greco, and they were the best olives I've ever had. They're slightly wrinkled, and the stone pops straight out when you squeeze them. But stone in are the best olives, depending on what you're doing, obviously. If you're leaguing them ein like this, then probably stone in is not so good. Leaguing them ein. I'm speaking Dinglish again. There we go. Orcus Whaling used to love smoking, 40 a day, 60 weekends, gave up in 2005 on New Year's Eve, never smoked again, but do not mind the smell. You know, I don't mind the smell of a cigar, but if I'm eating, I don't want a guy next to me puffing on, you know, Schwarzer Krause or something like that. Although that's not too bad. New Year's Eve, NYE. Evening, Tim, says Michelle. And evening, everyone. Yeah, I get a special one, you see. Oh, I'm hyper again, aren't I? We're going to interview somebody. Sean Baxter, have a good weekend, mate. Thank you so much, Sean. Oh, I shall have that immediately. Chris, can I be seen? I can't invite you on, Chris, because I'm on the big camera, but I can see your comments. I've got the Lumix GH5, so that means it's a real camera, not a phone. So I can do stuff like that, and I can make it a little bit lighter if you want. There you go. I'll overexpose the back, but it'll give me be a bit lighter for me. Popeye phoned. He says to stop eating olive. Joke. You know Popeye? Is it famous in Germany? Popeye the Sailor Man. Yeah. But he's obviously got a different voice because he speaks German. Harry Shaw. Good evening, Tim and everyone in the chat. Hope you're doing all well. Best wishes, Marianne and Harry. Thank you so much. I am always glad to see you, Harry, and give my love to Marianne. And next time you're over, let me know, because we will definitely come and say hello. I met Lee yesterday and his family. Beautiful wife. Kids were so quiet, it's unbelievable, until I got here. And then he went, wow. Hi, Tim. How regularly are the buses to Los Cristianos, and what are the fares and payment methods? Says Martin Birkett. I think there's one, depending on the time of day, obviously. I think they're either every half hour or 45 minutes. So there will be, on average, 1 an hour. But certain times of day, there's more than 1 an hour. And other times you might wait a bit longer. They're fully integrated into Google Maps. So if you go and put Callao Salvaje in as your start thing, your start bus stop, and then Los Cristianos as your end bus stop, and then turn on, what are they called? Turn on directions and public transport, then you'll see everything. And it depends on how you pay. If you pay cash, I think Los Cristianos is going to be about $2.45 single. But if you pay with the 10 Mas card, which is like a credit card thing, you can put money on. So you put a tenner on or 50 euros on or whatever. And then it's tap on, tap off. But you actually get a 45% discount on the fare. The other thing you can do is to go in and download the Titsa app. This is Titsa. Don't know if you see that. Open it up again. Titsa. Giggle, giggle if you're a schoolboy. And it'll show you the rates on there. So if I put the rates in, you got a cash ticket, a season ticket, the university, and a retiree. So I don't know whether you can go on as a retiree if you're not a Spanish retiree. I'm not sure of that. But the cash ticket, for instance, if you select the line, so the line here is 473. So we go down to 473. I'm doing this live now. 473. Accept. It's in English as well, the app, so you can change the thing. So it's Los Cristianos to Los Gigantes. So you can decide to change the direction, which you have to. Journey from, select origin. I'm going to say from Callao Salvaje. There's 5 bus stops in Callao Salvaje. 5 bus stops in Callao Salvaje. From the top of the road coming in, you've got El Hable coming down. Then you've got Callao Garden, which is the first hotel, and that bus stop will service Callao Garden, Tropical Park, and the new Mind Hotel. So because you walk downhill to them, you don't want to be walking uphill to the hotel. So downhill to them, so get off at Callao Garden. The main one is Callao Salvaje, which is the name of the village, and that's just round the corner by the Nebula. Then you've got La Galga, which is the end of our street. So if you come out of my front gate, turn right, you've got La Galga at the end. And if you turn left, then Callao Salvaje, you've got the middle of town. So what I usually do, if I'm getting the bus, I usually walk downhill to the bus. And then when I get off at the top and walk downhill to the thing. So it's downhill all the way, as they say. Then you got Zaora, which is the road going out of town. And then it goes around the corner by the Callao Grand Hotel. It stops there on the main road to go off towards Thingy-Marouge. What do we say? Los Cristianos. So I'm accepting that, and I select the destination, which will be Los Cristianos. And then it assumes the direction, which is good. And then you say calculate rate, and it comes up with... It's taking a long time. 255, there you go. So cash ticket's 255. It's 190 if you're using your season ticket, which is your 10 Mas. If you're a university student, 165, and if you're a retiree, it's 29 cents. How the devil is that? So, but I'm not sure about the retiree, whether you need a Spanish retiree's card or something like that. So 255 for a normal person, which isn't bad, one way. But if there's 4 of you, so that's going to take you 10 euros and a bit there, and 10 euros and a bit back, 20 euros. And a taxi will probably cost you 18 one way. Yeah, so it's double. For 4 of you, it's double in a taxi, but if you're on your own, it's a no-brainer. Bus all the way. Cool, dude. Let's get back to see what you guys are saying. Oh, Rene, good German beer. Go this evening to an Italian beer. Peroni, have a nice one, cheers.
Or do you have a table for 3?
I have a table for 3.
Okay, my wife and her mother are just coming down the road.
Cool dude, Mark and Betty. Thank you for the question. Tim, did you live in Unsworth before moving over? I deliver for Asda Pilsworth. Adrian Harrison. I did live in Unsworth before, funnily enough. Are you related to... What was his name? I used to know a Harrison. We used to call him Tank, I think. Were you related to Tank? Adrian, or are you Tank? Because I never knew his first name. You're my brother's age, if it's you. How's Christine? Tim, Christine's much better today. If you watched Balcony Banter, she was a bit on a downer because of the weather change, but she's better today. She had a long sleep today because I was out in the morning early. And then when I came back, I jumped back in bed. And it started raining, actually, so that's why I didn't go on the walk. And then when I woke up at 10 o'clock, it was sunshine. So it was sunshine at 10 till 11, then overcast 11 till 1, then sunshine from 1 till 3, overcast, and now we're just about to get a sunset now. So that should be pretty good. And saying how generous. Harry and Mariana, thank you so much. Bus card is great for travelling. You know, I look at it this way. If you're going to be using the bus quite a lot, the 10 mass card is really good. But if you're just using it once in a while, you can even download an app on your phone to pay the ticket, so you don't have to pay cash. It's a little bit of a rigmarole, and I do have a video that sort of shows how to do it, and so I'll link that up here. Bus card, having a beer at home, says Dave Mulready. Well, that's normal. I need another one. I wish bus travel was that cheap over here. Yeah. There wasn't. There's my brother sent me an independent, what's it called, article about free buses in Spain, free trains in Spain, and he says that the trains in Britain now are so terrible that if they're not profitable, they just get cancelled, and it's all to do with profit. Now, for those of you who know my politics, you're not surprised that I'm appalled by this, and that the rail should be in public ownership. Not going back to the 60s and 70s, you know, when it was like run by a couple of doddery old men and gave everybody a job and they were hanging on shawls and all that. So with the modern idea of public ownership means to me that you guys pay the price that it costs for the transport, plus a little bit on top for maintenance, and you don't pay the money to exit going to the Cayman Islands. Kirsten, Guido, muchas gracias. So yeah, they're not too bad here. I mean, we still have a socialist government here, and we have a socialist council in a decade. So I think that we're looked after quite well here. It's not perfect, but there you go. All right, guys. Do you want to be interviewed?
No.
Do you want to think about it first?
No. But thanks for asking.
You're quite welcome. I'd rush down there with the thing. If you mention my name, you get a free chip.
Free chip?
Yeah.
One chip?
One chip, yeah. Please hit the thumbs up, thank you. Okay, Tropical Park near where you are now. Tim stayed there several times, great location. Ian, the Tropical Park is actually, well, everything's close in Callao Salvaje. Tropical Park is opposite the Nebula, on the main roundabout, in and out of town. If you come straight down from the roundabout, maybe 250 yards to the end, and then another 250 here, then you'll get on to the Little Germany. Well, the whole strip here is nice, and probably about 500 yards away. Okay, hello, Anne-Marie, says Alan. Elkie Spence, hello Tim, hope you're well. Would you like to babysit the boys today? Enjoy your reading. No, the boys are banned from here. The boys are banned from Little Germany. Oh, God. Hi, Alan. Yes, time's flying by. Right, so that's the end of the chats there for a few seconds. So, what am I going to tell you? I don't know really. It's coming up for the weekend. My dishwasher's on the blink. I don't know why it's not pumping. It's not pumping out. So I got to find that when I get home. And I get a cleaner to come in every 2 weeks to just help out with stuff that I normally don't do, at top of the cupboards, windows, and stuff like that. And so I got a load of work to do before the cleaner arrives. Because even though I'm not very house proud as it is, I do like to leave it in a decent state where the cleaner can start, you know. So, and she's not really a cleaner; she's just a friend that helps out. So that's good. So that's peeing me off, and also the electricity that I've got now. It tells me on my phone how much electricity I'm using. And funnily enough, I'm using a lot. Not more than it should be, but I realised I was using lots of expensive stuff. So I'm sort of like turning lights off and only washing at the weekend now. So that means tomorrow I've got 4 loads of washing and 4 loads of washing on. So I've got a small washing machine, you know. So I'm going to spend the whole weekend washing. And I'm not drinking in front of Chris. So I've got to get out to drink. That's a great taste. That is a great taste, that. That is a great taste. What's the weather like now, Tim? The rain passed. Yeah, the storms, or the threat of storms, sort of didn't materialise. It rained for a little bit yesterday and this morning, but that's gone past now. We have, in the morning, at 6 o'clock this morning, I went out, it's 25 degrees in the dark, because we get late sunrises here. We get 25 degrees, and then it went down to about 22 just before dawn, and it's been between, I don't know, 28 all day, and either more or less humid, you know, so it feels warmer, but the temperature stays the same, funnily enough, and more or less humid. Okay. Tropical Park, we did that. That's it. Weather like now, did that. Are many tourists on the island now, Tim, especially as the kids are back at school? We don't have, okay, the feeling is yes there are, but we don't have the official figures yet. But I'll tell you the official figures for August will be coming out in 2 days' time. But for the beginning of August and July, we are well up on the 2019 figures. So the 2019 figures are the ones that we look at, because obviously then COVID kicked in. So that means back to normal, if you like, and we have that extra tick just above to help us. So that's quite good. If you look in the description of this video, I think you will actually see a link to the tourism place. I think it's in this video. If not, have a look at the other ones. But you download this PDFs in your language, and it tells you all the comings and goings. It's quite interesting, actually. If you're not interested, just listen to me, and I'll read them for you. Will you be watching the NASA launch tomorrow, says the Map Man? I will not be watching the NASA launch, for the simple reason I'm not informed, I don't know. Where are they going? Sean says, get yourself a pos and tub and a mangle, Tim. Save on the lecky. Yeah, I'll do that. Definitely. I tried the wheat beer at home last week. I can drink it, but not all day. No, it is 5%. I saw the wheat beer you had. You had the light wheat beer. The dark wheat beer is a bit more flavourful, I find. The light wheat beer is typically a little bit sweeter, so it's more of an acquired taste. The dark wheat beer tastes more like a, what would you say? A barley wine, I would say. A barley wine. Dave Wallace, sly pint now and again. That's all right, Tim. It's a sly litre, I'm afraid. Graham's on. Leading on, just back from a 50-mile bike ride. Legs a bit stiff, but I had cake on the ride for the first time in 6 weeks since the 11th of July. Lost 34 pounds. Wow. Well done. High events, bus fares much more expensive in Dublin. Last time I was on the bus in Dublin, the guy gave me a coin back and said, hold your horses, because they got horses on it. I said, hold your horses. I don't know what coin it was. Was it 50 pence? I don't even remember what it was. Maybe it was punts then, I don't remember. It was in 1980, Christmas 1989. So you let me know what it was there. Was it punts or euros? I can't remember. Rebecca Graham's on, good evening. And it's Craig, good evening, Grismy. Grismy, that's one of the witches out of Cinderella, isn't it? Hi Tricia, how are you? I hope it's all well. Cheers, Craig. Graham, you're one of the witches out of Cinderella. Oh, we got a little bit of sun now, so I'm gonna darken you down. Don't darken my door again. There you go. Cool, dude. I'm gonna turn you around so you can see this. I'm gonna go real dark. I'm even gonna. There you go. We should be back. That's weird how it's so. There we go. It's really weird, however, every time I turn it, you will lose connection. I don't know why that is. My head was pounding this morning. Cheers, Tim. You did what? You must have had something different than this, because this doesn't give you headaches. The Irish half crown as a horse on it. Okay, that was it. You gave me hold your horses. He says. So 89 must have still been punts then, right? Hello, Graham was up in Perthshire today, says Alan. Road restrictions and warning signs about closures in preparation for the tour of Britain. Oh dear. Beautiful. Beautiful. I've been here since July 2014. A long time, eh? Got some friends over on the over there, but they don't want to be filmed, so we know they don't want to film. We're live on YouTube with 137 people. Okay. He's a bruiser, is he? As you can see, we're international here. Germans. In fact, I think everybody in the restaurant is Scottish. Irish? There you go. Scottish over there in the corner, I believe, yeah? Scottish, yeah? Scottish and Irish. They're taking over. They're all taking over. So if you're ever in Salvaje, don't forget to come to Little Germany. You got great food, you got a great banter, and if you mention my name, you get a free chip. The Scotsman woke up in the corner there. A free beer. I'll buy you a beer, sir. I'll buy you a beer. In fact, because of your wonderful donations today, I'll be able to buy that Scottishman a beer in the corner over there. Is it happy hour? There's no. I don't think there's happy hour here because the prices are the prices. The German beers, I think, are about $3.90. I think the Dorada is a couple of euros. I think so. It's reasonable. It's cheaper than home. £8 a day for working. When Stun pays to work. When I used to work, I used to get paid. I wouldn't have to pay. All change. Good evening, local hero. How the devil are you? So I'm going to show you around. we'll probably lose connection, but don't worry. I'm not going to show these people that don't want to be shown, so don't worry. Where are we? We're on Callao. It's been Callao Salvaje. So right down here is the south coast of our little corner of Tenerife, and way down there is, this is all Costa Adeje, by the way. This is really Costa Adeje. And this is the, take my life in my hands, this is the west coast. So you got the west coast and the south coast. This is the hotel across the road, which is the, what's it called? It's called the Atlantic Holiday Company. Atlantic Holiday Company. And up here we have the main square and the little pearly grey. So we're going to stay at the pearly grey. So these are what we got here now. We got the Romantica, Little Germany, and these are the ones that are closed down. Oh, they're going to reopen. Paraminginta's open next week, I believe, and La Pina and the other one are going to open in November, I believe. And it's going to be a fine dining restaurant. I thought it was going to be a karaoke bar, but apparently the owners say it's going to be fine dining. Let's have a look. Not too dark. Lighten you up. There you go. See what you guys are saying. 8 times evening, Tim. No happy hour, but it's hour to be happy. Exactly, Sean. There will be more Irish there in a little week. Tim says Anne-Marie Elton. Well done. Cool dude. So I'm going to say cheers. Oh. So what time we got? 18:34. I've got to be home tonight pretty sharpish. So that's better. The sun's getting really hot now. So it is hot, isn't it? Turn the thing down. The brolly. Me, I'm burning. I'm working. Of course I'm working. This is a job. It's a job. Wouldn't you love a job like this? Just talking to yourself. The guy who doesn't want to be interviewed is talking a lot. Oh, he's on his olives. I got them as well. No, I've got some. Aren't they the best? If you like olives, of course. Charlie just booked to come over Tenerife next year in July. Tim, cool dude. Martina's saying, I hope you're both well. We are. Thank you very much for asking. Lots going on at the moment. There's a few people walking past now, so it's getting a little bit busier, which is good. I think just 5:55 is like the shower time for most people. They've been on the beach all day and they go home and get freshened up to come out. So theoretically, I could go interviewing, but then I wouldn't get a beer. So you decide. Do I stay for another beer, or do I go and talk to people on the street? And if the answer is go and talk to people on the street, I won't read it. So it's Q&A tonight, so you can ask me anything. I have actually been in contact with Denise up in Puerto de la Cruz, and she'll be down soon to talk with Christina and myself, and she's going to give me all the details of all the hoops and hurdles she had to jump through and over to get here as a Brit coming to live in Tenerife after Brexit. So I'm hoping that I'll get enough information to not only to do a sort of an interview and a what's up, but to do a checklist and also be able to tell you what to look out for, things that's happened to her that you should watch out for, especially when you're dealing with people trying to help you. Saying, yeah, it's all okay, and then it isn't okay. You know, what do you do? Where do you go? How do you check? So I'm hoping that's going to be good, and that will not be a live. Oh, there you go. Another beer, says Sean. Prost, thank you. Talk to people on the street with a beer. Can't do that. It is illegal in Spain to drink on the street. You know that? Thumbs up done. Thank you, Tricia. Charlie, will that be great? That'll be a great interview. I'm hoping that Denise is good to be interviewed on camera. I'm going to talk to her. I don't know whether she's going to be interviewed on camera though, but I will get the information about what she's saying. And what I might do is put it all together and then ask her poignant questions that she already knows the answer to, and then she'll be able to tell you herself, because that'd be the best bit, wouldn't it? Just prepare it in a sort of a format and then do that. Because if you're looking to move over from the UK after Brexit, then you really need to know these things. Arrive on the 21st to Tenerife North, presume a taxi the best option, land at 18:35. No, actually, from Tenerife North, you just get the express to Tenerife South on the bus, no problem. I recommend that. If you get a taxi, you're paying $90, nearly 100, depending on where you're going. So there is a bus from Tenerife North to Tenerife South, and I would just get that because it is an express. I think it only stops at 5 places. So I don't know the number though. I'll see if I can find the number for you. But it goes straight from the airport and comes straight to the South Airport and then goes to Los Cristianos, turns around and goes back. Yeah, that would be. I'd be really interested in that because a lot of people have been asking me, and I've been looking up things like in the British government website and the Spanish website to find out what you really need. But it's always better to ask somebody who's actually done it, because there's always things that you don't think of, or things that you do in the wrong sequence, or things that you need when you get to one place that you should have done at another place. And so even though you've got all the information online, it's always best to find somebody who's done it and survived. And you should know, because I think that will be an evergreen, because that's not going to change until you guys decide to come back. And we will welcome you with open arms. We will welcome you with open arms. If you've got elections coming up in Britain, don't forget to vote for somebody who wants to go back to Europe, and that isn't Labour and that isn't Conservatives. Unfortunately, none of them want Europe, but even Europe doesn't want Europe, so be careful. Alan has agreed. I'm not seeing all the chats here. I'm only seeing top chat. I want live chat. Oh, there you go. I wasn't seeing all the chats. I do apologise if I've missed you. So let's see if we can get another beer, shall we? It's nearly out. It's nearly done. Don't tell Chris, whatever you do. So if you're on Balcony Banter and you come on as a guest and you say, Tim was in Germany, little Germany. Tim was in Little Germany last Friday, and he said he was going down to the Costa del Deque, which I did say, but then it got too late. She's listening to me now. I forgot to turn the sound up on the computer. Christina, I'm sorry, I'm in Little Germany. In fact, she's trying to watch TV now, and she can't, because I'm blaring in the background. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Dankeschön. Oh, wow. What we got? What's the sound like? I'm on my my special microphone here. What's it called? Inambrelico. Here we go, I'll show you a magic trick. It won't be a magic trick, will it? Because you think I'm looking. I'm not looking. Tarot cards. Give them a mix. A couple of cards. I'm not looking. Don't know if you can see that. That is the Empress, I think. Woman fencing, yellow dress, covering her face. There you go. The Empress. There you go. You ready? That is two kids watching a puppet show. The Lovers, maybe? Is it The Lovers? It is The Lovers. There you go. Hey! Next one. I'm not cheating. Are you ready? I'm not looking. That is one, two, buckle my shoe. That is the High Priestess, a witch, bell, book and candle. There you go. Give a mix again. Not looking. That is I'm not sure. The Star, is it? There's a woman in blue sat on top of a star on a fountain. There you go. Cool dude. You saw it here first, ladles and jelly spoons. See what you're saying? Fake, fake, fake. You used to do that trick where you turn 20 into 50. Says Paul, yeah, I can do that trick. Now that's magic, not a lot. Tarot cards, there you go, great Tim. We're so dark we can't see the card. Well, I'm lying anyway. Miles Blackman, good evening Tim from Miles and Bev in Barrowford, Lancashire. Well, welcome. Not seen you before, welcome guys. Never heard of those cards. Hi Tim, hope you and Christina are well. Trevor and I are coming over on the 14th of September. Say hi if we see you around. Just let me know where you are and I'll either swing by on a Tuesday or a Thursday when I got a day off, or you can come for a walk with me. Early morning, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Walk around wherever you are. I'll drive to you, we'll have a walk around, we'll interview you. And you can say hello to everybody online. 132 people watching. It says I got 19 thumbs up, but I think it's more than that. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up just because I can. Thumbs up costs you nothing. If you want to join the channel, you can go to the last link in the description, and that'll tell you how you can join and support the channel. You can support it at 1 at 3 levels, and you get nothing in return apart from my thanks and a little badge by your name and a different colour name. So go and have a look at that if that's something you want to do. If you want to support the channel anonymously, you can go to timothydowd.com/sponsor and read all about that there. Thank you for all my anonymous sponsors, and I really do appreciate everything that you guys do. Stuart Hall was saying, my wife and I are have our Spanish visas and will be relocated to Tenerife later this month. What a journey it's been, and we're not even on the island yet. Stuart Hallwood, again, if you want to talk to me about that and give me your experiences, I will love to interview you either offline or on camera and tell the people, because I think that's something that everybody wants to know, and I'm sure you wish that had happened before you'd started, but it definitely is a journey since Brexit, because you had to start the journey in your own country now, and it used to be you could come over, try it out, see what happened, and then just convert when you decided, but you can't do that now. So I agree. Stuart, get in touch with me. It's me@timothydowd.com, or just go to timothydowd.com and press the connect button, or go to the About and give me a call on the phone as well. My phone number's in there. Going backwards, wish you the best for the move. Alan Fraser, good luck to you both, Stuart. Going backwards again. That was Orcus. Okay, we did that one. How's your day been? Any walks planned for next week, mate? I haven't planned any walks. I'm planning to walk, but I haven't planned the place yet, because I will really just react to whatever you guys want to do. So last week we had a few people, especially Joe Carroll. He came on twice. We just go for a walk, chit chat. In fact, we don't even have to talk. We just go for the walk, have a bit of fun, and around where you are. And if you want to see somewhere new, I'll pick you up at your hotel. We'll drive to another place, walk around, and then I'll drive you back. So if you fancy seeing another place to see what it is, and that's another option. Because it's all content for the channel. Let me just find out what time it is. It's 47. We're coming up to the hour now. So, Stuart, when we're settled, I'll drop your lines. Are you in the north or the south, Stuart? That's easiest. Charlie says, "How's your day been doing that one?" Una Maya says, "I am." Was "ladies and jelly spoons" one of your catchphrases in your magic act? It wasn't, actually. I think I started "ladles and jelly spoons." I stole it off somebody else. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Ken Dodd or somebody like that. One of the old comedians used to say "ladles and jelly spoons." So it's stolen. It's not one of mine. But I didn't use it in the magic act. It was a different act, to tell you the truth. It started off with a floating table and went downhill from there. But I quite enjoyed it. It was a part of my life that I would never give up, but I don't think I'll go back to. After COVID, it's sort of, I'll do table magic now if I'm pushed, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't put an act together now unless I was really, really practicing. So I can do the odd coin trick and a few card tricks, which will impress, but I couldn't actually do a half hour or a 45-minute set without practicing. So that's a shame. I'm actually selling all my stuff. I just haven't catalogued it yet. So if you want to buy some old magic props, including the instructions, watch out for that. Or if you know of something that you want to learn, I can point in the right direction. In fact, if you've got kids that are interested in magic, I got a mate and he's written a book. He's written a few books actually, but the book is Big Magic. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. Big Magic for Little Hands. And it's you can get it on Amazon. He also did the one, what do you call it? I can't remember. I got to look it up. I'll look them both up, and I'll put it in a card up here. So we've got kids that want to learn magic, and if you want to learn magic, and you're into cards, there is an old book that I recommend called The Royal Road to Card Magic. And if you send me an email, me@timothynow.com, I'll send you a link where you can read it for free online. Or if you want to buy it as PDF, you can download it for £7, I think it is. So the plans, was ladies and gentlemen, no. Hey Tim, when we're settled, we'll drop your line. Thanks, Stuart. Ladles and jelly spoons apparently from the old 60s Goons sketch. It could be, yeah. The Goons. Spike Milligan. I was a fat guy. Harry Seacombe. God, what's his name? Spike Milligan. Did I say Spike Milligan? And the Pink Panther guy, what's his name? It's all gone. Every time you drink one of these beers, you destroy 50,000 brain cells. So I'm reckoning I've got maybe 6 left. Cool dudes. So we're coming up to the hour now. Peter Sellers, thank you very much. There you go. Yeah. Oh, there was one other goon as well. Or was it just the 4? I can't remember. So before we go now, we're going to sing the Ying Tong song. For those of you younger than about 40, you probably won't know it. But there you go. We've been online for about an hour now, so I'm going to cool down and let these people eat in peace. I probably won't do the Ying Tong song. Yeah, I guess go for it. Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Tiddly Po. Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Ying Tong, Tiddly Po. My favourite bit. Ying Tong, Tiddly Po. If you don't know the Ying Tong, Michael Bentine, thank you so much. If you don't know the Ying Tong song, you can download it from Spotify or something like that. And we're going to see you on the next one. I'm going to finish this beer and go straight home to Christine, if she's listening. If she's not listening, I'm in Los Cristianos, and it'll take me an hour to get home. But that's another. Spike Milligan was epitaph in his gravestone. I told you I was ill, yeah, class. There you go. Predictive text, I hate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all your support tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if Google thinks you might like this one next, and if you want to support the channel, click on our wedding photograph right here. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing for free right here. And I'll stick the link to the merchandise in the corner up there. I'll see you on Monday night, 5:55, or Monday morning for a walk if you're on the island. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Tim Down for living in MS in Tenerife, signing off.